Greeting, stupid citizens. It is your old pal Tetris, host of Classic Van Dweller Monthly, and we have got more Stupid Tetris Monthly No Bars Novembars 2025. This is going to be one single solitary solo round 2 match, which will close out the preliminary bracket of the red bracket. Earlier today, Steels beat Tetris in round 1. And he's earned his way to a round 2 match against Lucas. And that is what we're going to do. We're just doing that one single solitary match. The winner of this will advance to the round of 16. By the way, we've got a bunch of stuff going on tomorrow, just to remind you of what is in store for you. We have got, We have got a Masters Teal match at 2 p.m. That's going to be ID Kirby versus Maisie. That's at 2 p.m. Texas time. And then at 3 p.m. Texas time, we've got a Stupid Masters Purple round 1. So that is going to be... Oh, round 1 and round 2. That's going to be Scamper versus Draco, winner versus Cole. That should be a good one. And then at 8 p.m. Texas time, it's going to be a Masters Yellow bracket. And that is going to be, look at that, it changed. Winter versus Paco. And then the winner of that will take on Cobra to move on to a match against Huffalufficus. So we're really figuring out who gets to play Huff. That is really what we're trying to do. Okay. Well, anyway, right now we're doing that red. Lucas versus Steels. Don't need to go super into the rules, but just a reminder that these are best of 5s. First player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. Level 18 starts. Drought setting set to I, as in I love Kingsman. And if you do experience tech issues, just keep playing. Don't stop until you hear me tell you to stop, okay? So be monitoring the chat or listening to the commentary or whatever, and I will give you instructions on what to do. And the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool, which has reached $501. Our prize pool is funded 100% by you, the fans, and we had some fans come in big time today to get us halfway to our goal of $1,000, which will allow us to pay the top 8. And again, our prize pools are funded 100% by you, the viewers and or fans. So if you want to support the prize pool, support the players, you want to put in a vote for us to continue to do Stupid Tetris Monthly, I think it's been fun. Use the Matcherino command in chat to bring up the links to contribute to the prize pool. Yeah, you can do it. So there are the links. Click on the one for STM No Bars. That'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner is where you log in. It says log in. Click on that. You can log in with your existing Twitch, YouTube, or Discord account. Once you're in, the right-hand side has some options for you, one of which says claim code. We have some free contribution codes from Matcherino. Each time it's clicked, 25 cents goes into the prize pool. We got a limit of 50 unique accounts, 1 click apiece. So we still have a few of those left to do, I believe. So it'd be really nice if we could get those done today. We got 9 left, 9 codes. And we just had one from Willow. So thank you, Willow. Appreciate that. And so, yeah, 9 left. So anyway, get in there. Oh, the other thing you can do is hit contribute. There's a mustard button, a mustard colored button that says contribute. Click on that. That'll open up a thing, and then you can enter the amount of your contribution. And yeah, hit contribute. Let's see, I do that. And then you can pay with PayPal or a debit or credit card. It's easy and fun and good, and it helps the players, keeps them coming back. And again, it's a vote for having more Stupid Tetris Monthly in the future. Would love to do secret grade and no rotation Maybe do those both in January. That would be super fun. So, all right. That's it. That's how to support the players. To support the channel, you can go to patreon.com/monthlytetris, make an ongoing pledge of support to keep this channel going. Go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris, just like the people on this slide have done, most of them anyway. Scott Gray, Jane, the Window Canine, Tacky, Madelsberger, Corporal Shelby Jr., Troy, Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Cat Kid, Java T, Jason, Sunny. They're all making extra big contributions. Appreciate that. And everybody else on this slide doing what they can. Really appreciate the support, everyone. If you don't like Patreon, some people don't. That's okay. You can make contributions to the channel through the links that I have put in the chat. I guess I should put those in the description as well. That way you can find them on YouTube. But yeah, even those recurring contributions, I think you can do those via the Streamlabs link and the PayPal link. So if you don't want to do that with Patreon, totally fine. Do it via those links. All right. Some of those people are doing that. I think K9's doing that. I think Summer B is doing that. So, okay, good. Let's pop on over to our game scene. And I think Steels might be still on his way. So let me refresh and see. I hope I didn't go through the whole spiel and then there's nothing. All right. Zempro said Steels said be home in 17 minutes ago. All right. So I guess we're waiting on Steels, who should be here in 2 minutes, according to Steels himself. So we can hang out. It's okay. I can, maybe I'll play for him. That should be the rule, is that I play, that I play for you if you're late and you just get what you get. Right? All right, I'm playing for Steels. See, low bars. Sorry, buddy. All right, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. This counts. Oh man, I forgot that I'm supposed to I have no bars. All right, good. I'm set up. Am I set up? No, I'm not. Now I'm set up. There's one. Oh, I forgot that I'm supposed to get triples. Oh no! Oh, all right, that's it. Steals with. Oh, I'm playing against Lucas right now. All right, Lucas, chase down target 6,500. That is your target. You're here? Wait, I'm about to beat Lucas. I'm about to beat Lucas here. Oh, no. Oh. Come on. Oh, I was just about to win. Crap. All right, GG's Lucas. All right, anyway, Lucas, you're up 1 game to none over Steel. Oh, wait. Steels is here. Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and refresh Steels and we'll get underway. Wow, man, I had a chance to win. I had a chance. I had a real chance. All right, well, it looks like both players are here. Still, do you need a minute to warm up? I mean, if you need a minute to warm up, that is totally fine. Let's refresh them both. Doing this on a 19 start would be bonkers. Lucas is doing this on a 29 start. So yeah, you can see Lucas is rolling. Steels is keyboard tapping. Vandy, does that count as cruel and unusual punishment? What, me playing for people who are late? He's not really late. I mean, we start normally at 12 past, so he was like right on time. So it's no big deal. All right, another minute is fine, and then we'll get this underway. I like the column 9 stacking for steals because then you can sort of attack it with red, with L's or J's. Kind of like that. I haven't seen that, but it's very interesting. Now, it's hard to keep that column 10 stacked up, but I don't know. It's pretty interesting. All right. Well, it looks like Steels is ready. So, Lucas, when you are ready, we can go ahead and start. Make sure low bars are on I-39. Super kill screen is in effect. So if you do happen to go to 39, you don't have it on, we will end your game for you, but probably won't come to that. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get them started. Lucas versus Steels in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Steels says, yeah, 10 minutes late is on time. It is not. You're not 10 minutes late. If you're ready to start at 12 past, if you're like ready to go, then you're on time, because normally I take 12 minutes to get through my whole spiel, promoting the prize pool and the channel and the rules and all my stupid memes and all that. So if you're here ready to go at 12 past the hour, you're on time. If you're 1 minute past that, you're a terrible person. On the left side, it is Lucas. Lucas qualified in with a 358,000 average of his best 2 games played in a 1 hour stupid qualifier. Lucas has under 20 games of competitive Tetris in the match database since he started in August. He won a community tier 2 tournament. That was like his first CTM tournament and won it. And since then, he has played in futures. He played in our Stupid Tetris monthly no next box. Yeah, and he's played in Masters. We played in Masters in October. And now here he is in no bars. With a pretty decent seed, top 16 seed. We got to skip around. And on the right side, it is Steels. Steels qualified in with a 334. Seed number 19. Defeated Tetris, Tyler Tetris in round 1 to make it here to this round 2 match. Steels with 6 total matches in the database. I don't know if Stupid should be in here. So really 7 total matches. 4 of the 7 are in Stupid Tetris monthly events, and the other 3 are in our Das Masters events. And Steels has played a bunch on Nestris.org. I feel like, has Lucas played a bunch on Nestris.org as well? Why does that sound familiar to me? I'm not sure. But anyway, this is Stupid Tetris Monthly, no bars, so there are no long bars. It's an infinite drought, and that means no Tetrises can be scored, because online facts, you need a long bar to score a Tetris. So Players will be looking to optimize for triples whenever possible, and those can only be scored with L's or J's. If you are stacking on a right side well, then you're probably going to be using those red L's, and that is a critical piece. But you can also set up left. You can also set up in the middle for L's and J's. Either way. And what you're looking for if you're going to stack on that right side is like a little kind of, single wide well with a double wide well on top of it. And that should give you the shape that you need in order to score triples. 103 for Steels, 102 for Lucas. And so Steels has got that shape right now, kind of burns out of it, reestablishes it, now is waiting on a red L piece. And so yeah, he has to get out of triple readiness. Now he's back in. And now he's waiting, and here comes the L for the triple. He's going to reestablish with that S piece, and that is a very good rhythm. If you can find a way to just get that red L in there and then chuck an S piece on the right side, stood up in columns 8 and 9, and reestablish your well, and then alternate getting that. Like, that would be the ideal. Of course, it doesn't always work out that way, but it's a good place to be in if you can string together a few of those. 126 for Steels, 139 for Lucas. Now, triples on level 18 are worth 5,700 points. Basically 1/4 of a Tetris. And there we go. There's a Tetris in columns, a triple in columns 3 and 4. Of course, I'm calling triples Tetrises now. All right, Steels is set up, ready, and waiting. And no, that took it down. It's a Tetris. Yeah, something like that. There's a triple for Steel, 150. And yeah, they are just a couple hundred points apart. Same line count, super close. Neither player ready for a triple yet. All right, Lucas going to reestablish. He's ready. Looking for that red L. There's the red L and the triple. And not quite ready for the next one. And it's not as bad to take doubles versus a triple as taking a triple versus a Tetris in regular Tetris. And really, survival so far in these early rounds seems to be winning a lot of games if you can survive. So Lucas is into 19, 171 or so. Steels is in. He's at 160 something. Steels is not going to be able to get that red L or red J. Sorry, now it's a red J. See, the J swaps colors, right? Now the J is red and the L is orange, and now it keeps changing. So if you key in on that color, that's going to be that's not going to work, so I can't do that. $197 Lucas, Steels at 182, and yeah, perfect transition into 19 would be 251. So if you can capture like 75-80% of that, so like a 200k transition, that would be really good into 19. That would be almost equivalent of like a 600 something transitions. All right, Steel's trying to bring this back down. Of course, that S piece, not the best, but doing his best. Steels is tapping on a keyboard and Lucas is rolling on a controller. And Lucas is in a scramble. And that is not going to be survivable. Lucas is going to top out 221. The target for Steels is 222. That is the target. triples on 24 are worth 7,500 points. So certainly, and yeah, he's got it here. So Steels is good. Gonna take game number 1. Lucas says, really just played too aggressive there. Madelsberger says, when trying to score triples, the optimal strategy is probably to use columns 6, 7. Yeah, that sounds right. All right, Steele's doing a little bit of a mullen here. Of course, he didn't get a full warm-up, so he's going to take the opportunity of the mullen just to maybe get some additional warm-up in. That's okay. We'll allow one. There's a nice triple steals, 283. All right, there's a triple for steals. There's another one, and it's got room for one more, but he's going to have to burn a line to get set up for it. So see what he can do. He's got stuff left and right, bowled out. Trying to get some additional points here. 326 for steals. And no level 30. Rip. There was an attempt. All right, players, when you are ready, you can ready up on the level select screen. Steel says, "Freak, I have no water." All right, quickly get the water. We're gonna allow it. Go get your water. But normally, let me tell you guys, etiquette says you either get a mullen or a break. You don't get mullen and a break, but since it's water and it's health, we're going to allow it. Steele's got here at the last minute, so it's okay, but just etiquette says mullen or a break. All right, Lucas is also going to get water. Go ahead and go get water. Everybody's getting water. I'm going to run an ad. No, you're okay. You don't have to be sorry at all. Don't be sorry at all. You are good. I'm just letting people know. I want an opportunity to tell people the proper Tetris etiquette. Javanti is getting water. Guys, if you're in chat, if you're getting water, please let me know. Madelsberger, please go get water. What's up, Laurie? Mr. Borrow. Ian Keith is here. Everybody hanging out. No, you're going to watch an ad now. No, only Ian Keith is going to watch the ad. The rest of you, probably not. Thin Raft, you're going to be getting tea, which is mostly water. Also, you are mostly water, so. All right, Luke is drinking that water. Really drinking, really. Man, that's a long sip there, Lucas. Wow. He's swishing, cleaning out those teeth. If tea is mostly water and I am mostly water, am I tea? No, you made a little logical mistake there, Madelsberger. Hydrate, don't dihydrate, says Clearly Pro Nerd. All right, both players ready. Let's go. Game number 2, Steels versus Lucas. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So no same piece sets in this mode. Unfortunately, the game The competition cartridge that we use does not allow it. Nevertheless, we want to play this mode, so we gotta, you know, we gotta do it. Maybe in the future, it might have same piece sets for, you know, odd modes and training modes and things like that. Someday, you know, later release. What's the no bars world record? Well, we think that it's Blue Scooty with 575. This is what is being said. I don't know if that's recorded. I know that Evesy has a 560 recorded as part of her qualifier. I don't know if Blue Scooties is recorded or not. But so far, no 600Ks. I mean, that could be possible. I think it has a good chance of happening later in the tournament, you know, once we get to round of 16, round of 8, something like that. It's probably going to be mostly rollers by that time. And obviously getting that is going to be roughly the equivalent of getting like somewhere between a 1.8 and a 2 million efficiency wise. So it's entirely possible, but you know, to get these records, both players, you know, either someone has to mullen or both players have to be getting insanely high scores or deep survival. So we'll see. What's the world record score for no bars? Mojo Monkey, I literally just said, I've been saying that while you asked. or did you just literally get here? We think it's Blue Scooty with about 575. I don't know if it's recorded. Okay, I guess you just got here. I don't know if it's recorded, but I know that Evesy's was recorded and she got a 560 recorded and maybe more. So I don't know if anyone's got a 600K. I haven't heard of anyone getting a 600K, but it does seem possible. Madelsberger says, hey Vanny, what's the no bars world record? Well, we think it might be Blue Scooty, who got a 575. I don't know if it was recorded, but we do have a recording of Evesy, who got a 560. So I think 600K is possible, but I haven't heard of anyone getting it. 93,000 for Lucas, 92,000 for Steele. Steele's going to get a triple here, 98. He's ahead by one triple, less than a triple now. Zook says, resisting the urge to ask again. Listen, Zook. All right, Steels with a little spin's going to get ready, gets the L and gets a Tetris 107, 103 for Lucas. So if you multiply these players' scores by 3 right now, Steels has got about a 360 on 80 lines. Rule of 3, Madelsberger says, it was funny when I did it. If you do it, it won't be funny again until at least 2 more people also do it. Yeah, I don't know. That's very classic, you know, analysis of comedy. I think the more that I do it, the funnier it is. Like, it'll come back around. You know, it'll be like, oh my God, will he stop saying that? But then it'll come back around and be funny again. So I think that might be old advice. We're not like vaudeville comedians here, Madelsberger. It's 2025. Okay. All right, Steele's going to get set up, get the L, get the Tetris 146, 139 for Lucas. Another triple for Steels. I gotta resist the urge of saying Tetris. Like, I guess for me, like, Tetris has become, the highest scoring thing that people are trying to get, right? Like, that is what it has become in my mind. And I have to de-automatize that. All right, Steels to set up again, 161, 155 for Lucas. There's one for Steels. All right, Steel's going to get ready. And the triple for Steel's 177, 164. Lucas not quite set up. And is now set up with the placement of that S vertical. And the triple for Lucas into 19 at 172. Steels has one more available, gets it 190 entry into 19. All right, the T-spin nailed for Lucas, 193, 205 for Steels. All right, Steels now set up after the burn. And gonna burn it down just as the L was coming in. But he's set back up again. Gets the triple, 216, 199 Lucas. Now triples on 22 are worth 6,900. And they go up 300 points every subsequent level change. Madelsberger asking if 29 stacking will be largely unaffected by this mode. So since players are only opportunistically taking Tetris, is not really building for them. So would 29 stacking be all that different? And yeah, I think it would be, because that long bar is a very useful piece to have. It's a very flexible piece. It can do a lot of jobs. And things like L or J dependencies, basically you'll cut in half the number of pieces that can resolve them, as well as other things. And plus the Tetris is a very, when you get one, it's really great for down stacking and taking a lot of material off the board. So I do think there is some effect here. Steels is actually set up for a column 3 Tetris, but has to chop that down. 267 for Steels, and Lucas now in the lead. But I'm not an expert, on this stuff. The best person to ask would be, well, I don't know, somebody who's good at 29 survival and stacking. 280 for Steels, 290 for Lucas. Lucas ahead by 7 lines, though. So it's very, very close. And this might get settled by essentially level 29. Which you think Lucas probably going to have an advantage since he is a roller and Steels is a tapper. But Steels has shown some survivability into 29, so we'll see. 313 for Lucas. He's on 28. 304 is still for Steels. He's going to get a triple on the left side. He's set up for another one. Could potentially get 3. Lucas into 29. And Lucas going to top out at 320, and Steels is good. Did not need any 29. Lucas did not survive the 29 entry, and Steels is good. Look at that face from Steels. He is like locked in. Is this no cap? No, we are not no capping. So yeah, Steels, you are good, and you have taken game number 2. No, we do have a level 39 cap. All right. Well, Steels is good. Goes up 2-0, and all of a sudden, the roller Lucas is on the ropes. Yeah, double 29s, 300 plus. I mean, that's basically the equivalent of near max outs. In fact, it might even be kind of like the equivalent of max outs because it's really hard to get 334. I mean, it's really, really hard to do it. Yeah, if you multiply by 3 and you just go by that rule, it is over $1 million. So, I mean, yeah, it's probably double max outs the equivalent. It might be even more. It might even be like, you know, just difficulty wise, like not 1.1 exactly, but kind of halfway there. All right. Well, as soon as both players are ready, we can start. Looks like Steels needs to relax here, get that heart rate down. Tetris Time says, so are there any bars? Tetris Time, there actually are no bars. Steel says, I got a big belly. All right, well, congratulations. All right, both players are ready. It's game number 3. Lucas has got to win to stay in. Let's go. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. This is turning into quite a match. I mean, both of the games have been, you know, pretty close. This is hard. I mean, this is not easy. And you could see Steels really locking in right toward the end. He knew he had to get, you know, triples, as many triples as he could, because he was behind sort of entering that 28th. Yeah, I think I would, it would be cool if someone would keep track of like what the highest, you know, combined score is, and not just like Mullen score, but like actual combined, like real scores, you know? I mean, I'm not keeping track of that apparently, but it would be cool if somebody were doing that. You know, man, if we were, sometimes I imagine what we'd be like if we were like 50 times bigger than we were, and we had like a real budget and could afford to do cool things. Like sometimes I fantasize about what that would be like and what we would have, and stats and graphics and sideline reporters, and oh, it would be the coolest thing ever. Oh, Lucas kind of having trouble. He was trying to go and tuck those squares in, but maybe he dropped an input or something. Halftime shows, yeah, we would totally have. Oh, what's that? Who's that doing the halftime show at the Super Bowl this year? Oh, Lucas kind of missing with that S piece as well. Gets a triple here, 55,000. Has the lead, but is going to have to clean up a little. Yeah, who could we afford to do the halftime show? Oh, yeah, we get Bad Bunny to do the halftime show, of course. That's right. We get Bad Bunny. Oh, we'll get Dog to play the halftime show. Well, I'd think about that. So, yeah, Lucas with a clean board right now, actually set up for a triple. Needs a J to get it. Nope, not going to be able to get it. So he just kind of burns the whole thing away. Oh, well, he's stuck. He wants to get one. And he's got one with the L. Steel's basically one triple ahead. Tyler writing halftime show raps. Oh, yeah. Well, he would come in and do like a, you know, Dog would be playing, but then, you know, different people would like come out, you know. And it would be very exciting, like different, like, oh my God, here comes Tyler. Oh my God, here comes Joseph Saley on the trombone. Here comes Game Scout playing the guitar. I'd be all for it. All right, Lucas is set up but having to burn this away. And there's one. He should have another leave for another one. And he gets another one. So Lucas 115, 119 steals. Pretty close. Zro's dad would be head of security. Yeah, I wouldn't mess with him. I wouldn't mess with him at all. Got to keep those groupies away from Blue Scooty. My friend was like during Jonas Cup, my friend was in Portland. I was not in Portland, but my friend was there totally coincidentally. Nothing, he barely knows anything about Tetris. Occasionally he'll watch programs, but the broadcasts we do. But he's not in it, but he's like, oh, I'm gonna walk over to that gaming expo and check out all that Tetris stuff. And so I made him like go around and get selfies with a bunch of Tetris players, and he was like, I don't want to do it. I'm like, just tell him Vandy was said okay, like name drop Vandy and it'll be all right. And he did. So he got with Kingsman, he got like Scooty, Fractal, Sharky. It was pretty random. Like it was fun. He just like, yeah, name drop Vandy, it'll be okay. So yeah, he's going around as a groupie. You gotta protect these kids from all these weirdos taking pictures with him. 161 Lucas, 161 steals. Lucas in at 167. Oh no, Lucas in trouble on that left side. He's really got to chop this down. This is not easy to do. There's a great L for Lucas. He's chopping, he's working it down, double by double. This is great survival here from Lucas and doing it all without the benefit of a long bar. Not easy. I guess you want to practice digging. This might be a good mode to do it because you got to do it all without bars. Lucas actually set up for a triple, but yeah, can't wait around. 193 Lucas, 193 steals. It's super close. There's a triple for steals. Lucas getting a lot of doubles on the way down. Not the worst thing. You can stay afloat with doubles. That's right, Madelsberger. Well, I think Madelsberger, if you just said, I'm Madelsberger, that would probably be enough. There's a triple for Lucas, 220. He's got the lead right now, 218. And Lucas is clean. He's got kind of a high board here, but he can take a lot of triples and bring this down if he gets set up. Not quite ready, has to take a double. Is set up now. Has to chop it down. There's a triple for Lucas. Dirty. 240. And he's set up on the right side. Oh, no, he ends up being a double. There's a triple Lucas. 254. Starting to get some separation. But also, since he was playing so high relative to steals, he is, 10 lines ahead. This could be relevant as we get to 29. Lucas did not really survive his 29 transition last game, so we'll see what he does. Steals 251. Summoning Salt raid party of 215. Thank you for the raid, Summoning Salt. Really appreciate that. Everybody, you are watching Stupid Tetris Monthly. It's a variation on our regular classic Tetris Monthly where we do an alternate game mode. And what we are doing right now is no bars November, so players do not get any long bars, and they have to try and play and win at Tetris without actually getting a Tetris. So players are trying to set up for triples, trying to do this all without getting any long bars. Lucas board starting to get pretty high here. He's at 327. Steals with 6 lines to go. He could potentially get 2 more triples. They wouldn't be enough. Lucas trying to add any points he can. Steele's getting a little droughted here. And Lucas needs to hang on if he wants to continue on in this tournament. This is a best of 5. That's going to be a top out for Steele's. Oh, goodness gracious. So Lucas is going to survive and take game number 3. So we are going to head to a game 4. Anyway, thank you for the raid, Summoning Salt. Really appreciate that. And yeah, again, Stupid Tetris Monthly. We normally are Classic Tetris Monthly. But yeah, this is a variant tournament. It's something we do for funsies. If you do want to support the prize pool, you can do so. Right now, the prize pool is sitting at $501.25. I'm going to go ahead and pop the Matcherino link in the chat just in case you want to support the players who are playing this. And yeah, there are no long bars. So you can see that like on this game right there, no long bars. And Steels, you probably should not be on Hertz and input display, but that's okay. But you shouldn't be on there. It's okay. It's okay. If you want to go off it, you can go off it. That would be good, but it's not really affect anything. But anyway, yeah, thanks again for the raid. Hopefully this is interesting to some of you. It's off. All right, good. As soon as both players signal ready, we will continue. Now, the record for this mode seems to be 575,000 set by Blue Scooty. So if you are a fan of Summoning Salt, you probably are familiar with Blue Scooty. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Game number 4, Lucas versus Steels in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Or triple, I should say 3, 2, 1, triple. Because there are no Tetrises. You need to have the long bars in the game to get a Tetris. Tetrises are by far the most valuable line clear in the game. Normally on this level, they'd be worth 23,000 points. A triple is worth only 5,700 points. So that is like basically a 75% reduction in your top clear that is possible. And it is very hard to survive in NES Tetris without the long bar. Modern Tetris de-emphasizes Tetris in favor of things like, T-spins and other things like that. I mean, obviously, Tetris line clears are a thing in modern Tetris, but in NES Tetris, it is all about the 4-line clear Tetris. So. Now, on the left side, Lucas is a roller. Again, if you're a Summoning Salt fan, you have learned about rolling when you watched his great world record progression for NES Tetris. On the right side, Steels is a hyper tapper, and he is using keyboard besides. So he's on emulator, on a keyboard. Lucas, I think, playing on console with a controller. So Lucas is set up for a triple on the right side. So an L piece is really the critical piece, and you have to have a very specific board shape in order to convert a triple on a right side well. Lucas has that board shape right now where you've got, you know, he's going to add to it here. Still got the board shape, and you can see when he gets an L there placed downward, that will clear 3 lines at a time. So if you're going to set up your well on the right side, that red L is the key piece. And he is now set up for it again, waiting on the L piece, taking a couple skims here. He's going to get out of triple readiness. Blocks that well. 66,000 for Lucas, 67 for Steels. And this speed, we have 130 lines. Steel's actually set up for one with the Blue Jay, gets it. So this speed will last until level 19, which kicks in at 130 lines. Don't ask why, but at that point, the speed will increase by 50%, and the value of line clears will begin to increase as well. There's a nice triple for Steels, 84,000. Madelsberger says Skibbity triple. You know, Madelsberger has pulled out Skibbity today. He's pulled out 6-7. If Madelsberger weren't supporting us on Patreon, we'd have to time him out. But see, this is why you should support us on Patreon, because then you get basically carte blanche to say Skibbity, Ohio, Rizzler, whatever, and 6-7 and all that. So Madelsberger using Patreon privilege. There's a nice triple for Steels. 111. And we're super close. So again, triples here worth 5,700 points. Basically, they're less than a triple apart. Such power indeed. Rogue Potato could say Skibbity, Ohio, Gat, whatever. Whatever you want to say. It's totally fine. $139 for Lucas, $136 for Steels. Clonk Bramble says, are these guys in the same room? No, they are not. Lucas, I believe, is in Taiwan. Steels is in the United States of America. We're able to, you know, have these players play against one another by essentially bringing their streams, like restreaming their streams into one scene. They listen to the commentary, so they have a sense of where the other player is at score-wise and lines-wise. And, yeah, it works pretty well. Welcome, Clunk. All right, there's Steels. Has anyone done Skibbity Vandy yet? Is this a bannable offense? Well, not for you, Rogue Potato. Again, you've got Patreon privilege. Mr. Burrow with the contribution to the prize pool, $7.42. That's going to get us up to 50867. So thank you, Mr. Boro says, classic triple monthly is certified Skibbity goodness. So thank you, Mr. Burrow. Lucas is into level 19 at 181. It's a pretty decent transition, but this is a very difficult downstack up here on level 19. We'll see what he can do to survive. He is rolling, so he can play up pretty high on the board. But without the benefit of the long bar, this is going to be hard. So Lucas now waiting. And yeah, just as Lucas was topping out, Steels gets a triple, and that is going to be a win for Steels. He's going to take this match 3-1. And Steels, yeah, very consistent. That's what I will say. Very consistent. He is a tapper, but he's just very consistent, and you can see really locking in, and he's happy to have won. Now, a lot of people don't like this mode. A lot of people like it. Steele appears to be having a good time, although I've heard him say like, "Oh, I hate this." Can't prove that by me. I think he likes it, but he just wants to dislike it just to, I don't know, just because, people, they get too cool to like things, right? They don't want to like things because it's not cool to like something. And that's what I think is happening with Steels right now. Lucas, congratulations to you on being here, having a good qual, and it's always a pleasure to watch you play, and I hope to see you again in future events. We'll watch Steels mulling it out. Yeah, Steels has been very consistent. Not a lot of early top outs here for Steels in this match or his previous match against Tetris. We'll go ahead and report this to the Tetris authorities. This is what, 3-1? Is that what it was? But I mean, I feel like Steels can pretty much get like a 300K almost at will. I mean, he's having a tough time here, but it seems like he can just get a 300K at will, which is almost like the equivalent of a max out. So we're going to watch him mulling it out. Mullen, of course, is the classic Tetris community slang for playing a game, continuing to play a game after you've already won the match. But it's allowed since the match is over. No big deal. Oh, and there it is. That's going to be a top out for Steels. Congratulations to you. You are in the top 16. Steele says, I was tapping faster than I have ever tapped. Yeah, you have found your next evolution here in this tournament. Steels, you did really great. I think you got a good shot in the top 16, and you have made it into the top 16. Let's take a look at it was in there. That is the old one. So let's take a look. Yeah, here, and I will fix the top 16. So that is the right one. But yeah, Steele says defeated Tetris, defeated Lucas, and is now playing the top 16 later this month against Huffaluffagus. And let me give you a sense of where we're at with the top 16. Let me show you the overall tournament, first of all. Overall tournament, there it is, top 32. The top 16 are the inner columns at the top. The lower rounds are on the extreme left and right, and they sort of coalesce centerward, and the top 8 situation would be down at the bottom. So that's the top 32. But if you want to see the top 16, here it is. We've already got 4 players into our top 16. ID Kirby going to take on Chef O. Chroma will be taking on Pixelandy. Steels will take on Huffaluffagus, and Bendy will take on Knight. Steel says, I like this mode when I'm winning, but you just get into forever digs and you're sad. Yeah, for real. All right, so that is going to do it tonight. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Thanks to those of you who supported the stream. And we will scroll who you were. New followers, Snug, appreciate that. YouTube follower, Damjan. Twitch sub, Zook, appreciate that. And big raid from Summoning Salts. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Did Salt get his improve his world record tonight? Was he doing blindfolded punch out? Did he do it? Can't imagine he would do his. He would have raided over like 1,000 people if he got it. Honestly, I mean, that's a big record. It's crazy that there's very few people running Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and it's such a great speedrun game. Such an interesting game, and there's a lot of crazy strategy and skills to learn, and I don't know. I think it's a great speedrun game. Too bad more people don't run it. And nobody's running blindfolded, right? So Pretty crazy. All right, again, thank you, supporters. Prize pool, we got up to 508.67, and our target is $1,000. If we get to 1,000, we will pay the top 8. We almost never miss our targets, so I feel good that we will get there. Thank you so much to Mr. Burrow for contributing this stream. We also had a bunch of what are they called? Contribution codes over at Matcherino. If you want to support the prize pool, if you're watching the VOD on YouTube, go ahead and find the link in the description. And just a shout to our patrons. Thank you, patrons. Go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris. Make an ongoing pledge of support to keep this channel going. There's a reason that we can run matches basically 24/7 whenever they need to happen. We have players worldwide who have odd availability, and we need a dedicated streamer to stream them when they are available, and that is me, and that is what your support is allowing to happen. So thank you to everybody on this slide. Big shouts to Scott Gray, Jane the Window, Kanan Tacky, Madelsberger, Corporal Shalbees Jr., Troy Dan, Kim Emerald, Potato Cat, Kid Job, and T. Jason Sunny for your extra bit of support, and everybody else on this slide. Thank you so very much for your support. All right, that is going to do it for me. Tomorrow, we've got a bunch of stuff going on. We have a Masters match between ID Kirby and Maisie. Got another stupid Masters round 1, round 2 bracket. That's going to be Scamper versus Draco, winner versus Cole. And then a Masters bracket. That's, No Cap November. It's going to be Winter versus Paco is Taco, and the winner versus Cobra. So make sure to hang out with us tomorrow. And again, thanks everybody for hanging out. We're going to go ahead and end stream on YouTube. Charity Bird, Lori H, Ian Keith, Mr. Burrow, Jungle Cook, thank you so much for hanging out over there and holding down the fort. Have a great night. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. And Twitch, it's just you and me. So anyway, Latrec, thanks for first time chat.